Okay, okay. I can bring Imam Warithudeen Mohammed.
I knew this brother. I felt his spirit, and when you have a spirit like his, you let him go. You can't put no time on him. So that wasn't me back there pressuring. I know y'all got places to be and things you want to do, and everybody's stomach growling. So I'm glad you started eating. We was gonna hold the food back, and I'm glad you served this. See, this is a Ummah here. So the brothers, we leading in the front, but the sisters in the back, they doing the job, they doing the work, and we have to commend them and thank y'all for serving everybody, because the food smelled good, everybody looking happy and bellies full. That's what we wanted.
Okay.
This right here, community life, what he's talking about, what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, one vein, pure from you started out talking about Frederick Douglass, pure freedom from Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Imam Deen Muhammad, and us, the followers of Imam Deen Muhammad. What he's telling you about when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said he wanted to build a nation, he was saying the same thing Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that Allah had established the Muslim Ummah, that right now it's almost close to 2 billion, Muslims in the world, 1.76 billion, huh? 1.6, almost 2 billion, right? 1.6 billion Muslims. And you know what we call ourselves? Is it the nation of Muslims, the world nation of Muslims? No, it's translated in English directly as the world community of Muslims. That's who we are, the followers of Muhammad the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that's why I couldn't stop him. I couldn't stop him, because what he's saying is exactly what we saying this year. 11 years after the passing of our leader, he asked us to establish a community and give him a good future. He had established us well as students of his. He said, give him a good future. So the theme for this year's national convention, and there was a time when I was a little boy and when he first came to leadership, when if you was a member of the community of Muslims that we belong to, you weren't going to be caught missing at our annual convention, Savior's Day. If you wasn't at Savior's Day, you may as well not been a Muslim in the community. Now we know the financial situation, that everybody can't be there, and Allah blesses our action by intent. But you can send your donation in. You can help us build this community. You can help us get our liberty, establish our freedom, and establish our direction for our future life in America as Muslims. By sending your donation in, the registration is the lowest registration for convention on this level. You can purchase an individual ticket for $50, a family ticket for $75, a child's ticket for $5. A students registered get a discount for $40, and this is your registration. So we got $50. I think we saved most of y'all close to $50 if you got a partner here with you in meals today. So take that $50 you would have spent on lunch or dinner. It's a beautiful day. And send it in to the Mosque and register for the convention. Allah judges, like I want to repeat, Allah judges our actions by our intent. If you register today, Allah will bless you, this community will love you, and you will feel good and at peace in your heart and in your soul that you've done something good for yourself and for your future. And that you will officially be recognized by me as a member of this community. Because those that run their mouth and don't put no money on the table, forget their name real quick, and they service. So if you want your service recognized, register for the convention today, and it's a beautiful program. We got culture night. You can purchase a ticket. We got a lineup of entertainment. Sister Camilla's here. It's a wonderful program. We got top flight professional in their art or talent that they have. We got some real stars. Sister Suad, to name a few, Kachibi, Sister Camilla, Farrakhan, there's a couple of people I don't want to miss out, so I can't mention everybody that's on the flyer. But if you go to the mosque, to the MuslimConvention.com, you can see the flyers and read the full schedule. It's only $25 for culture night. I'm not a big fan of pop culture, and it's hard to find somebody good enough to get me to go to a concert, but this is one you don't want to miss. It's a $25 concert Friday night at the convention. We got the fashion show on Saturday, the annual awards banquet at the banquet dinner. Now you're going to hear a lot about our annual awards banquet. It's top flight. It's a suit and tie dinner. My brother, I sound like yeah. It's a suit and tie. Sisters get all dialed up. We don't have to tell the sisters how to dress, but we have to remind the brothers that it started out as a black tie, but you can wear whatever kind of tie you got. We probably gonna be the last community to get as relaxed as the pop culture, because like Brother Daniel said, we're a nation within a nation, and we got a certain style of persona that we like to present in the public. We actually the trendsetters. I remember Imam Mohammed started a whole new culture, and they just not getting away from it. 40 years later, when Imam Muhammad put on the baggy farmer suit and put the do-rag on his head, or put the scarf on his head and the white t-shirt. African American people didn't even know they was following our leader. They didn't. Hip hop, the baggy clothes, they just stopped doing it. I went out and bought me some tight pants yesterday, only because I wanted to see if I could fit them. And mine ain't that tight, they still look, alhamdulillah. But all praise is due to Allah. I just want to say, those that are still listening, I hope we haven't lost nobody, please go back and listen to the best and greatest. Either you couldn't have paid for it if you went to the university, school, high school, college, grammar school, African American history lesson. If you're born the ancestors that were enslaved in this country and you missed that history lesson you got from Brother Daniel today, you need to go back and listen to it. That is the best history lesson that you can get as an African American or as an American, as a true patriotic American. That lesson that he gave us on the history of America from his conception and from the military viewpoint. He is a veteran from the Army, of the military branch, of the Army, the Army branch of the military. And that history lesson is one that you cannot miss. You hear it many times, but he's seasoned. He's been teaching in this manner probably for well over 30 years, and he's honed his presentation, and I commend him, because every year that I hear it, it gets better and better. So we want to thank Brother Daniel for his presentation, and he lost his wife last year, and we want to let him know how much we love and appreciate her untiring sacrifices and service to this community, and to just to the community at large, the African American community. Alhamdulillah. Okay, brother, I want to call Osman up here. Is Osman still here? Oh, Osman spoke. Okay, alhamdulillah. Well, everybody enjoy their food. I'm gonna sit down and get me some food. But annual Muslim convention is at the Best Western Robert Treat Hotel at 50 Park Place in Newark, New Jersey. You should register. You should be there. And I want to say something like I always do, because most of you all I see here, I know, like family members. Assalamu alaikum, sister Deen, and her brother is here, and I'm looking at brother Asad, brother Bashir, Asad, and brother Nuri Medina, and I'm hoping that this go out on Facebook. We usually put things out on our not just Facebook, but we have a YouTube page, the Mosque YouTube page, and there's a lot of people that hearing me mentioning these names, and that's just a few, just to scratch the surface. But it looked like we got half of Claire Muhammad original alumni here. I see, I'm looking at Philemon Najee, I'm looking at Sister Patricia. We lost her husband, Brother Khalid El-Amin, last year also. And it's too many to name. I don't want to seem like I'm leaving out, but we have a big community. We miss a lot of people. You know, a lot of people pass every day in our community, not just in Chicago and other places. But I'm looking at a group of people here. I want y'all to know who's here. So if you sitting at home watching us on YouTube, know that you should have been here. Because these people, that you don't see them like I don't see them every day, you're going to miss them. I'm looking at their grandchildren. I'm looking at some of their great-grandchildren. I'm looking at great-great-grandchildren. Alhamdulillah, it's a shame that we don't see each other more often. But the Mosque Cares has a first Sunday. This is the first Sunday. Also, our first Sunday is being celebrated this day. Today is Sunday. And every first Sunday of the month, we celebrate it at 929 171st Street in East Hazel Crest. So if you free, you should put this date on your calendar. This Brother Rob Bashir. There's so many people here that don't listen to the naysayers and the hypocrites and the no-no, the people that don't know what they're talking about. But your family is right here. I'm looking in their faces, and they're enjoying themselves. I hope you're listening to me, because these people is into their meals. Most of them here, I can tell they ain't hearing a word I'm saying, because they're enjoying that good halal chicken and lamb, and you can't even get a Vienna polo sausage now because I heard they put the skin on it. We can't eat. But we got halal. We want to thank Imam for donating halal hot dogs. I want to thank the Mohammed Grocers, headed by Brother Hafiz Mohammed, for his donation of the African sausages. And a special thanks to our hard-working brother. He's on the flyer, Brother Raheem. He's on the grill right now. He's the one putting out all this food. And thank him for his tireless efforts and his excellent job he's doing on the grill, and the sisters at that who's serving you the food today. And I'm gonna sit down and have me a meal now and turn it over to Imam Mohammed. And Imam Hamid Rasul is here from Detroit. So y'all that think y'all can't travel, this is probably the most beautiful day of the summer. And we know it's Allah's doing, because on the 4th of July, it was like 100% humidity and about 90 degrees. It's like a cool 75 and breezy. It's not even 74. Look, I got one of these Apple Watches. Got the temperature and everything on it. Alhamdulillah, Brother Holland, right? You ain't have his glasses on today, man. You look about 10 years younger. I ain't recognize you. Your whole family here, so we're going to make dua for you before the day is over, and we hope to see you next time, inshallah. If not at the Mosque first Sunday, but at our next annual event. If not at the convention, maybe we'll see you at Savior's Day, or at the, I heard, I don't know if I'm right to say this, but you can check behind me. I heard the Muslim Journal is going to California to try to bring some stability and balance and a little peace back to LA, Los Angeles, right? Because y'all heard in LA, the earth is shaking, and people sitting on the edge of their sheets waiting on for the next time. So God willing, if the Muslim Journal Time to Be Grateful, which is, somebody asked me one time, what do y'all do during Christmas time? I said, well, the Muslim Journal had time to be grateful. I said, that's what we do during Christmas. We support the Muslim Journal. And they're going to be in LA this year, and inshallah, they'll bring a little balance and stability to the city of angels. Inshallah. Alhamdulillah.